Hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Prison Architect. In the last episode we got our first prisoners in our newly built prison. It is a very simple one in the sense that this is our first start off. And what I said was I'm gonna plan out the entire sort of minimum security section that we're gonna have in this prison. It's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be a huge part of the prison because we're gonna have, it's way easier to have a lot of minimum security prisoners than it is to have a lot of maximum security prisoners or even medium security prisoners. And I want to use a lot of dormitories for these guys because they tend to make less trouble. So it's easier to basically keep them going. And there's a huge carousel of, most of the time they have smaller sentences, so they don't have to stay as long. So there's a quick sort of movement in these prisoners. So what I really wanted was to have a huge building, and this is what I've done. Not sure if you can see it very well. I will click here so it becomes a little bit better. This is going to be our minimum security wing. Now, I'm going to, before we actually start building, I'm going to go full speed ahead. Why not? Let's just let things happen while we are here. But this is going to be the dormitory. This is going to be one. We're going to have another one, and another one. So 4 in total. One of these each will have spots for 48 prisoners right now. These are the beds. There are going to be bunk beds, so 48 prisoners. We might even go higher than that if we want to at some point. But 48 prisoners, so that's let's say 50 for one, just to make it easier. So 50, 100, 150, 200 prisoners, and this is going to be the canteen. I've made sure that we have enough tables to go for 200 prisoners. We're gonna have 2 kitchens over here and over here with a storage room next to either kitchen. We're gonna have a visitation room, parole rooms, infirmary ward, morgue, stuff like that. There's a lot of these rooms that have been set up which don't really necessarily already have like a sort of destined room type that is hooked to that sort of size room or whatever. I just made these rooms. We have a huge open spot over here which we can use for other things. We're gonna have some more electricity over here, but yeah, this is basically my plan right now, at least for the minimum security wing. Probably when we start building we will start changing things. We will come across problems that we need to address. Probably that will all start to happen, but we will easily find a way around it at some point. What I want to start doing is to make this actually work. So I want to make sure that we have these wings, that we have what we want. So I'm going to start building the first area, basically. We have a fence around, so even if at some point people will move in here, we shouldn't have to have that big of a problem. I want to have a door. I want to have the orange one, the yellow one. We're going to use the white ones. Or no, the gray ones, because this is minimum security. Let's keep that in mind. Let's use the gray doors over here because it's minimum security. Kind of adds a little bit to the vibe of minimum security. Oh, there's some knives in the kitchen. Well, that's not really a weird thing, of course, having knives in that kitchen. What I will do, however, is I will hire 2 more guards and probably give them some extra tasks. So for instance, 1 in the canteen at all times, and maybe 1 in the common room. That actually means that we have still more than enough. We also need to assign 3 guards to patrol routes. So what we just do right now to get rid of that grant, because we don't really want to do it like this, we do this on pause. That should save the grant. Yeah, there we go, and then just get rid of all these. That's good. Okay, cool. So our grant is done. That gives us a little bit of extra money to work with. So the next one we're definitely going to have is cell block B, because we're going to increase to a huge dormitory which almost have 50 prisoners on their own. We're going to keep this for now because this is going to be our protective custody wing for now. Once this is finished and the prisoners are going to be put over to here, we're going to select a few that are going to be in protective custody, and then this is just going to be protective custody for as long as we need it for, and until we can actually rebuild it. So that's basically the plan. We're working on our foundations over here to make sure that we can have the first dormitory basically set up, and then we can just copy it over to the other 3. We have a yard that's already set over here. We kind of have to get rid of the outside here. This is going to be the only thing that's outside for this building. The rest is all going to be one big building. So yeah, another nice thing to know. Let's see, our prisoners are kind of okay-ish. I mean, they can't really do much. They have free time. They tend to, in their free time, they tend to go back to their cells and not really do much. I mean, they have a common room. They can go there. They can, you know, use the computer, listen to the radio, or just read some books. But apparently, they don't really want to. They just go back to their cells and just hang around a little bit. They don't have to, but most of the time they still do. I don't know exactly why that is. Let's see. We have our free grants, which is good. People are waiting. Yes, we don't have a visitor area. We're not going to build one in here. Not yet, at least. Filled to capacity, that's good because we are filled to capacity. What do I want? I would really like docks, but I also want forestry labor at some point. Offshore tax haven, that would be very nice to have early on. The earlier you have it, the better. But since we're building a huge prison over here, we need the money for that. So no way we're going to take that out right now. How are we doing on the trees? The trees are doing well. I like the snow on them. Snowy conifer, awesome. We're making over $1,000 per day right now. Oh, sorry. I'll also take a sip of my drink. Yeah, over $1,000 per month. I mean, this initial start is going to be a bit slower because we have to worry about our money, and we can't really go willy-nilly and just, you know, start building stuff. This is a thing. Guards will go to the yard, so we might actually. I set up the yard just to sort of remind myself that that's just supposed to be a yard. But if they're actually going to stand there, that's going to be pretty annoying. Okay, we're going to lock this one open. And what we are going to do is we're going to make a nice little dormitory with a lot of stuff for them so that they actually don't really have to be out much. They don't have to go to the common room. They can go to a common room or to whatever they want, but they also have a lot of stuff right here. So we'll start with building the walls. Now, I also opted to go for sort of separation walls right here to separate the bed area basically from the actual area of where they just hang about basically. And this down here is going to be toilets and showers. Maybe actually, now that I look at it, maybe make it even smaller for the toilets because we need more showers than toilets. There we go. Planning. Let's take these out. That's cool. Okay, there we go. That should be good sheet. Yeah, they should build that easily and make sure that that works. We will build a metal detector over here because they have to go to this little airlock. I like to build these little airlocks inside the prison at certain points just to make it sort of easier to get rid of contraband by placing a few metal detectors in there. It makes it a lot easier to actually get them to go past these airlocks and make sure they can get controlled basically. So there we go. This is set. Now we can set up some rooms. So for instance, a shower area. We don't even have to. We can just put in a dormitory in the entire thing. That's probably even easier. So we're just going to set up the objects basically. We're going to start off with the objects. Another thing I really want to do is the electricity for this one, which is needed over here. Yeah, that's another thing we really want to do. Although maybe we actually want this one to still run on the electricity of that one. Maybe that's for now the better option. Not entirely sure. The other thing is that we need the canteen done. So let's also start working on at least one kitchen, one storage area, and the canteen. Can't we even do that? Okay, that's annoying. Yes, okay. And what we will do is we will put in a door, a staff door. It's going to be a staff door right here and right there. Good. And that's going to be the storage room, kitchen, and the canteen. And once that is set up, basically we can send the prisoners already over here. Once this is finished, we can always send them over here and make sure that they can eat in their new spot. But probably there isn't, there's no reason then basically to keep them over here at that point. They're not happy, which I kind of... Okay, he's unconscious. He is... What did he do? What did you do? Attacked staff. Okay, you attacked staff. Well, that's not good for you. You're gonna be in solitary, mate. So it is kind of kicking off. They're not happy. Why are they not happy? Safety. They're worried about their safety. Now, is it because of... Yeah, not sure. It's not those guys. They're all worried about their safety. I don't know why. Maybe we should hire a psychologist right now. Probably that's the best option to do. So that we can actually see their needs. That will help us out with, you know... Okay, there we go. Exercise, family. They're not happy with that, of course. They are not happy with that. We should give them something, but not really. I don't really know what. We don't really have a lot of options right now to actually give to them. So we should finish this dormitory fairly soon and make sure that they can go and eat in the canteen. That should do it then. That should probably do it. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. We're gonna also go for this area. Just very simple, and put in a staff door right there, and that's gonna be the electricity area. We're gonna just fill this in slowly. Yeah, there's a lot of complaints. This is not going well in the sense that they are gonna be very, very unhappy. For a while, probably, until we can get actually this all fixed. We're still making money, that's good, because we need to make money, because this is gonna be a huge expansion. But in the end, once we have all of this, it's gonna make us a lot of money. Quite soon. Notebook page, awesome. Found another one. Not really interested in them, not even gonna read them though, but you know, finding them is always nice. So we have one awaiting solitary confinement, one requirement medical condition. Yeah, 3 prisoners up for parole. We don't have a parole room. I mean, this could become a... No, it's small for a parole room. I don't want to start building all the other stuff now that we're start building over here, because this is where we really want to go. I actually want to hire a few more staff members. Maybe we should hire like 20 workmen to make it faster. I mean, it's going to cost us quite a bit of money to do that, obviously. But it might work out, because the faster we get this up and running, the more prisoners we can take in, so the more money we will make, and also the better it is for their own safety, basically. So walls and doors, let's go for brick walls. Put them over here, put them over here. And we need an entrance somewhere over here, like probably over in that area, yeah. Let's start building these walls, and let's build a door over here. There we go. That's it, and then we will demolish walls. Where is it? Demolish the walls right here. It's just going to be an opening. We found some pills though. It's just going to be an opening for this canteen. We don't have to really worry about much else. Oh, someone overdosed. I think at least you overdosed. Yeah, you overdosed. That's not good. One death. Our first death. Our infirmary will also have to go up and running very soon. Yeah, we'll need to do that. But for now, let's concentrate on actually getting them into this area, which is very, very important. The kitchen. This is going to be a kitchen. We have a storage room right here. We actually need some more stuff in there, which we will put in there soon. Let's actually see, where is the canteen? Canteen. And there we go. Okay, walls. This is being built, right? Construct a brick wall, yes. The door is already there, so we can get rid of that one. Or is the door not there? I don't know. Oh yeah, it is being built. Okay, cool. Staff door again over here. That should do it. That should kind of keep them inside. Now that's cool. This is going to be a dormitory. We will start adding the beds in later on. I'm just going to add the dormitory tag in later at the point where they're actually sleeping. This is actually very good, because that means that they... Actually, what we're going to do right now is we're going to search the toilets. Search the cell block. I'm going to search the cell block. It's going to make them even more unhappy. But at least maybe we can take some of their drugs away, or alcohol, or maybe even find them you know, tunneling, trying to tunnel out. Because they are quite close to the fence, and fences are not really good for keeping away tunnels. So yeah, so we have this over here. We have this area over here where we're gonna definitely put in some utilities. So we're gonna put in a power station, a water pump station, and a few capacitors. Actually, we're gonna put in all the capacitors that we can. It's gonna cost quite a bit of money, but in the end, it will hopefully help us out. Now, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? Well, this is probably just gonna go in like right here. That's probably the easiest way of doing this. So let's bring you all the way back right here, and let's bring you right there. That should help out. That should work out, and then we will bring you all the way down here and inside the actual dormitory. There we go. That should help out with the first bunch. They hang out in the storage area. Yeah, sure, cool. It's fine. I do wonder why these are... It's just the coloring of the rooms, basically, because the exports is just whitish, and this is all yellowish. It's probably just the color of the room, basically. So let's just wait until they have lay down all those cables, so that we can actually have electricity in here, and then we're also going to do the water pipes. Actually, we could do that right now, straight away. Let's do like this. Let's bring it like to about there. We also know that they need to go into the kitchen, so we can do this. Cost quite a bit of money. We have 3 new prisoners coming in, which is cool. I'm not sure they will be happy. These guys are actually very, very unhappy. Which is going to be a problem, but you know, you never really know what's gonna happen in these types of games. They might actually revolt, or they might just be like this until they go to sleep and then just, you know, sit down and relax. It's kind of what happens. You can't really do much about it early game, in the sense that you can't give them everything they want. Even if I would to build, would to build like a small visitation room right now, they will all be still unhappy because not every family can come and visit them because it's only small. If we make it big, it doesn't matter because it's another thing that they want. I mean, it's all that stuff. The thing that I could try is like make a little exercise room over here, give them something to work with as exercise, but I honestly do not think that it's worth the money right now. I think that it's better to just move on with it. This is all set up, which is cool. Now we will put in a light right here to keep it lit, so we can actually see what's happening in there. And then this should be done. And then we can finish the canteen, finish the kitchen, and start working on the actual dormitory. Placing them all, you know, over to here, that would be amazing. They still have to do quite a bit of work actually over here. How are we doing? Where's the... I think we are done with the short investment grant. Yes, we are. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna do this, because that's gonna be one of the most important things too. Once this opens up, this wing, we're gonna definitely start with a medical ward and a morgue. Well, the morgue is not, maybe less needed, but, you know, hopefully less needed. But the medical ward is definitely needed, so... Okay, so we have a canteen. So first things first, let's start lighting it up. Let's start like about like this, and then that, and then yeah, that's kind of looks good, right? Yeah, and then we put them over here, and then over like here, and then over like here probably. And over here. There we go. That's enough lighting in the canteen. Let's see if it all lights up correctly, and then we will start making the canteen into actually a canteen. We're gonna do this in steps because it makes it easier, because it's quite a big project, and we'll definitely need to watch our money too. I think we can get this all ready with the money we have right now. Even if we wouldn't make money, I think it would be possible to do that. It kind of... Yeah, okay, but they're still installing lights. Okay, I was like, it's kind of like dark in some areas, but they're still doing some of the things. So let's go objects. Let's go serving table. So we have serving table. Whoa, nope. There we go. Turn them around and put them in. There we go. Put in some bins for the people that, you know, want to throw their stuff away. And then we go into tables. And we will put in the tables. We might as well just put all of them in. They're not that expensive compared to some of the other things that we really need to have. So the only thing that we do need is metal detectors in here. And that's going to be quite expensive because we need 3. I could have gone for a 1 wide opening, but that's just going to be chaos when we have that many prisoners. So that's kind of why I didn't go for it. There we go, utilities, it's going straight through, yes. Okay, so this is actually what we want. So let's also go for objects and then bin. I want to place the bins right here for the guards to throw away the contraband that they might find in the actual, you know, with people going through the metal detectors, they might find contraband and then they need to throw it away somewhere. Otherwise, it's just laying on the ground and prisoners might pick it up. At least that was how it was going in the past in this game. They're not happy. They're not happy. I don't really mind right now. Again, we're mostly focusing on this area right now to make sure that we can have, you know, people actually doing things. So that we can actually move them over at some point. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be quite crowded. I think we also had tables in the middle, but they're gone. So yeah, we need to definitely do that because otherwise we don't have enough. 1. I think we had like 4. Yeah, I think we had it like this. I don't know why I deleted the planning of that, but maybe because of the lights that are in there, I don't know. But this was the way we did it. Now we need radios to keep them happy, to keep them calm, I would say. Where is the radio? We have TVs. Okay, radio over here. So let's have a radio over here, a radio over here. And then TVs. I mean, are we going to put in TVs? Not really, actually. Let's put in another radio over there. 2 radios over there. And yeah, that's going to be it. It's just going to be a huge ass canteen. Not much else. Normally, I will add like things like phones and TVs in here to keep them even more in peace, basically. But I feel like, yeah, it's good right now. It's good enough. We might always change things up later on. So let's have 2 lights in here. Let's light up the kitchen. Like that. I like to do the lights myself because if you do them on auto build, in my opinion, they build way too much lights and that will actually cost you extra electricity and more money. And sometimes it just looks really weird. No prisoners assigned to this canteen. I know. Okay, so the last thing we need to build now, because this is all. Oh well, they're still going with that. The last thing we'll need to build is the kitchen, and then we can start putting the beds in here. And we'll at least have the showers and the toilets, and then put the beds in there. And then we can start moving the prisoners over to this dormitory and closing this up so that they have, like, we might close it up with fences for now so that they are just secluded in here, and then just start building in all of the other things that are important here. So the canteen is almost done with all the benches. Almost all the benches are in. We have 1, 2, 3 still left to go. Those are being set up. We still have a radio left to go. The radios are actually working quite nice in the sense that they overlap each other a little bit, but that means that every phone that's sitting here is going to get some radio sound going, which is cool. Even if they are at the serving tables, they will get some radio sound. We have this going, which is not meh, which is meh. We will do this to make sure that the lights work in here. Same thing goes for the kitchen. And then we are going to set up the kitchen with the stuff that we need. I do believe that we should have enough room to actually make this work. So We will have 4 cookers. We will have... Maybe we'll leave an opening right there. Maybe we will. So let's have 4 cookers down here. I feel like if we have 8 cookers, we need 4 fridges. Kind of. That's kind of the idea. So if we put like 2 fridges here and 2 fridges there, that should work out. And then we need sinks. Sinks. Whoops, not serving tables. Sinks. Boom. And boom. It's not the best use of the space, but I think that we might have something. Well, actually, we don't need the bin. I'd rather have a radio in here because there are going to be prisoners working in here. And I do believe that a radio actually keeps them a lot calmer, which is quite nice. So let's set it up like that and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how we move on from that. I will just let them work on that, and I will see you guys in the next episode, because this is going to be the end of this one. If you have enjoyed, then please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We are on the way to 1,500 subscribers. Maybe at the point that you'll see this video, we are already there. So yeah, hopefully we are, and that would be amazing. So as always, you've been yourself. I've messed it up. As always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.